upload to YouTube on this channel. This is nerve-wracking. Okay, I decided to start obviously with the AuthorTube tag. I just feel like that's how you're supposed to start it. I don't know if that's true or not. That was my impression. So why don't we get started and then I'll just blabber as I go because this is nerve-wracking. Okay, question number 1. How did you find out about AuthorTube? I personally discovered it not too long ago, and I discovered it through Kate Kavanagh's How to Write Like Blank videos, and I just so wanted to try that. I still do want to try that, and I probably will. I've kind of tried it a little bit, but I definitely love her challenges with them, and I think I might do some of those in the future. I feel like that's allowed, because if you make a challenge, then other people can make it, right? Yeah, so that's how I discovered it. I have been watching writers on YouTube for a while now, but I didn't know there was like a specific YouTube genre, I guess, called AuthorTube until Kate Kavanagh. Question number 2. What genres do you write in? Personally, my all-time favorite is fantasy. So it's always some type of fantasy, pretty much. But in the future, I would like to write one gothic short story. I have one fiction idea I might have for a screenplay that I don't know if I'll ever do because that will take a lot of research. And then when I'm a lot older and wiser, I would love to try my hand at a murder mystery. I have no ideas for that murder mystery though. So like there's like no plot, no character, no nothing. But I would like to try that. But I guess to answer the question concisely, I write fantasy. Question number 3. What is your preferred tense, point of view, and category? I should have said writing tense. Writing tense, point of view, and category of a story. So my preferred writing tense is past. I love past tense. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of the other ones reading them, but I recently read a book in present tense that was written so well that it made me have a new appreciation to read present tense, but as far as writing goes, it's past tense all the way. As for point of view, I don't know why I said it like that. I love third person. It's third person all the way. I'm very into multiple points of views especially, but I think it would be a fun challenge to write third person with one point of view. I don't know if I'd ever do that though. And then my favorite category honestly would be the mystery, well, adult fiction, fantasy, and mystery. Those are my 3 favorite sections in the bookstore. Also the cookbook section, but that's just because I love food and I love looking at photos of food. Even though I never buy cookbooks, that's a lie. I have tons of cookbooks, but I don't think I ever personally bought any of them. So, question number 4. Are you a plotter, a pantser, or a plantser? I think I pronounced that correctly. I'm a little bit of both. I like to kind of pant the 0 draft, and then after that, I plot everything out. I do very much world build. I'm obsessed with world building. I wish I was that obsessed with character building, but yeah, so I would say I'm a plantser. Are you self-published, published, or to be published? I am not published yet. I hope to be. I think as of this moment, I would like to be published. Who knows how I feel after I actually finish my story. And yeah, okay. I'm going to skip. Oh, so question 6 is, what is your dream publishing house or literary agent? Honestly, anyone who takes me. I am not that picky. As long as they know how to do their job, I am just thankful someone took the time to read my work. Yeah, that's the answer to that question. What AuthorTube related videos can you expect from me? That should be an easy one, hopefully. Obviously, these types, I guess, because this is already out there. But I feel like mainly writing vlogs. Those are the ones I like to watch. I don't see myself giving advice because I don't think I'm in a place at this moment in time to give advice. I just kind of want to share my story of writing my story. Yeah, okay. When did I start writing? That is, like, actually writing down my stories, I was 13. That I can remember, like fully remember actually dedicating time to write a story. But I have been creating stories since I was little. I am an auditory learner and I have a minute form of dyslexia, so writing and reading were really hard for me. So I grew up on audiobooks, family reading aloud type of scenario, and my mom has like videos and photos of me since the age of like 2 of sitting with my stuffed animals and pretending to, and just creating stories and reading aloud to them with a book I obviously couldn't read at the age of 2, like my mom's chapter books, and just telling stories. So I've always been doing that my entire life, and I count that as storytelling, which is why I would say I'm more of a storyteller than a writer personally. But actually sitting down and dedicating the time to write a story, I was 13. I remember that story. My little sister was about to be born, and I tried to write her a story about fairies. Maybe I'll finish that one day, actually. Okay, what authors have inspired you the most? J.K. Rowling obviously has a very special place in my heart because it was through her books I learned how to read. As my mom read aloud to me, I followed along, and the books were so good that I had, like, that was the motivation to learn how to read, to find out what happened next in Harry Potter. So she was a really, really big one, but I would say the 3 main authors that just kind of made me up as a person, which I do feel is equally as important to your writing, because who you are is what you end up somewhat writing, is Jane Austen, Louisa May Alcott, and Laura Ingalls Wilder. It's because of their stories and all the adaptations that have come out of their stories it's defined me as a person. It's defined just my loves, my hobbies, how I dress. So there are 3 really big ones, but I'd also say that as I got older, Neil Gaiman became a really, really big one for me as well. And Agatha Christie, actually. Yeah, that was too big of an answer. Now you know. Okay, next question. By the way, all the questions are on my laptop in front of me, so that's why I keep looking down. Do you schedule writing sessions or simply get to writing whenever you find time? In the past, it was very much whenever I found time, and which I'm going to touch on this in my next video, my writing story, my progress of how I am where I am now. Through that and through doing Camp NaNoWriMo this year, I've kind of come up with a schedule where I'm very much a first thing that when I wake up early morning writer and a evening writer, about to go to bed, the story's flowing, so I start writing. Basically after dinner, before breakfast and after dinner. Those are my ideal writing times, I would say. It's a lot harder when you live with someone. I feel like it was easier when I had my own bedroom and I didn't have to work around someone else's schedule. I don't know if anyone else relates to that who is living with their lifelong partner. Yeah, I don't know if that makes sense to anyone else. Do you type on a computer, typewriter, writing everything out by hand, or blend those all together? And where do you write in general? This sadly does not work. This is a beautiful gift that I was given by my incredible friend Mitchell when I was in high school or college, but it does not work. I will be getting it fixed so I can write on it though. So to answer that question, a bit of both. I'm mainly a laptop typer with Word documents writer, but if I feel stuck, I generally, or I don't want to write a scene, I write that by hand in a notebook and then I retype it up. And generally when I retype the story, then it just flows out of me easier. So that's how I do that. And then where I write, mainly in bed or at this desk. But that's a new thing, so I don't know how long the desk writing will last. It's better for my posture, which is terrible, but I'm mainly a bed writer. And then the very final, the very last question, what are you most looking forward to now that you're a part of AuthorTube? Honestly, making writing friends. Writing's really lonely. And I think I'm gonna touch more on that in the next video, but I'm just really excited to make friends who are really into writing. I only have one friend who's into more the editing side of writing, and then all my other friends we have other things in common. So I would like to have some friends who understand the struggles of writing and creating a whole world, you know? So yeah, I guess that's it. Thank you for watching. If anyone is watching, I should stop saying that. I should be positive. People are watching this. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I think I'm gonna be uploading videos every Wednesday. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Writing Wednesday, sounds catchy. All right, thanks. How do you end a video? Anyways, I'll talk to you next week. Hello. That was awkward. My name is Hudson. I know my name. Why did I say that weirdly? Why am I so awkward?